A market roller coaster today. Stocks at one point were down more than 170 points, the Dow Jones Industrial Average, before recovering somewhat. Deborah Kostroun has the details from the floor of the New York Stock Exchange. Deborah.
Thanks a lot, Pimm. And yes, this certainly was a roller coaster ride. Lots of ups and downs, but Wall Street kind of breathing a sigh of relief, especially after that 512-point drop in the Dow in Thursday's session. And traders say, though, we are certainly not out of the woods with the economy and with the concerns, of course, about Europe's debt crisis. That could creep back into the vocabulary next week. And one of the things, of course, we were focused on all day, and that was jobs. The economy added 117,000 jobs. But market pros say we really need the economy to be creating 200,000 jobs a month to make a dent in that unemployment rate. And, of course, by the way, the unemployment rate ticking down to 9.1%. And if you count everyone who wants a full-time job and those who have actually given up on looking, the real unemployment rate actually should be a lot higher, Pimm, at around 16%.
Now, Deborah, yesterday's move, it crushed not only our weekly performance when you take a look at stocks, but the year to date, the stock market is now down.
Right. And, of course, with today's recovery in the Dow certainly didn't help things. And what we're talking about is the market in correction mode, because we're down about 11% from the highs here. And if you take a look at our year-to-date numbers, the Dow still down. And for the week, what we're seeing some really major moves. The S&P down 7%, the Dow down as well. And the year-to-date numbers really changing here. The S&P down 4%, the Dow down 1%, and the NASDAQ. These are all year-to-date numbers. And if you take a look at what was really weighing on the market this week, it was really the energy, the financials, and also the industrials, and of course all of those very closely tied to the economy. And here's just one thing I want to leave you with, Pimm. I was talking to oil research firm Cameron Hanover, and they were talking about the past couple of weeks. Crude oil's gone down from $100 to $86 a barrel, and one of the things that we could see, gas prices at the pump could go down 15 to 30 cents a gallon just in the next 2 to 3 weeks. And that's very important, because a 30-cent drop in gasoline translates into $112 million a day that goes back into consumers' pockets. And, of course, high gas prices act like a tax on consumers, so that could be good news when we're talking about consumer spending, a lot more money in consumers' pockets. Back to you, Pimm.
Thank you very much, Deborah Kostroun, reporting from the New York Stock Exchange.